It's week 2 of the NFL. And up next are the Texans' speedy running back. He had a nice effort.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off the play fake. Hudson. He dumps this one off here to Hall. Looking to throw on second down. Hudson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. To throw on 3rd down, Hudson. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. To throw on 2nd down. Hudson got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Looking to throw. Hudson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hudson. And check down complete to Hall. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And his kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Here's Richardson looking to throw on second down. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Richardson, off play action. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Daniels. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Texans 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. When you do a Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Richardson now throwing on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Daniels slipped 1 tackle but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Results,
and this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7th. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
straight ahead is Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Hall again on second down. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There's the Jets punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. To throw is Richardson. Throwing to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Daniels. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. On 3rd down, Richardson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 9 now. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Jets. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They run the counter. Daniels. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Richardson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. first down. It's Daniels taken down at the 42. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Richardson. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He finds his man. Complete. That's Daniels. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Back to throw again. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Back to throw. Richardson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jordan. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage. And hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Daniels. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense They just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Hudson. Incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And first down landing at the 34 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hudson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. To throw on 2nd down, Hudson. He targets Ingram for another grab. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that, because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now Richardson to throw on 3rd down. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. This is taken at about the 14. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jets will take over. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were losers last week, dropping that game to the Indianapolis Colts. But the good news for them, they've got the lead right now and the football. 1st and 10. Off play action. Hudson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And down he'll go at the 25. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. On third down, here's Hall. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Hudson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now Sam Sloman is on. From the right hash, that's a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's Richardson to throw on second down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Richardson from the gun on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. Good footwork at the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Ball again on 2nd down. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Daniels, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution. Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And Daniels has it, left side. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain. The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hudson got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A give running right is Hall. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Hudson finds his tight end Ingram. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hudson. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Hudson. He's going to let it go again. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now out comes Houston. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be complete to Mechie. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Richardson now on 3rd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin Myers coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Hall to start the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Hall again on 2nd down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Hudson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, Paul, but the beat beaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
On 4th down, Hudson. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Carter straight ahead. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Hudson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Hudson. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Back to throw. Richardson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. And he was plus 5 seconds there with the football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. That ball better be gone because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now on that his 20th carry of the ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They find some open field here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Hudson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
On 3rd down, Hudson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now Sam Sloman is on.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston set to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down.
They're going across the field. He connects with Mechie. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Richardson. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Open man there is Collins, complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give them any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
John Franklin Myers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
It's a gain of 4.
To throw is Richardson. To throw on third down. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. John Franklin Myers able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Richardson.
He gets this one to Mechie.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Looking to throw. Richardson. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Richardson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
John Franklin Myers. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. To throw on third down, Hudson. And that will be incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. "35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's caught right side by Daniels.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.